Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on one of the most beloved coins in American history, the Lincoln 1-cent penny. While these coins may seem like mere pocket change, some of them are incredibly rare and have fetched millions at auction. In this video, we'll explore the top 60 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies, some of which could be hiding in your own collection. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what makes these pennies so valuable, stick around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos about coins and collectibles. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1962 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny that might be worth way more than you'd expect, potentially over $82,000. So grab your coin jars, because you're going to want to look for one of these after learning just how valuable they can be. Let's jump in. So let's set the stage. In 1962, the U.S. Mint was cranking out Lincoln cents as part of a long tradition that started in 1909 with the first Lincoln wheat cent. By 62, the Lincoln penny had the familiar design we know today, with Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959. That year, the Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, including the ones from the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. Why the lack of a mint mark? For Philadelphia-produced pennies, not having a mint mark was standard practice until 2017. So, if you have a 1962 penny without one, that's actually a sign it was minted in Philadelphia, which has historically been the default minting location. So, what makes a 1962 penny potentially worth over $82,000? It really boils down to three main things: condition, rarity, and errors. Let's break those down. Condition and grading. The first and most important factor is the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by the Sheldon grading scale. The highest grade, MS 70, is essentially a perfect coin. For a 1962 penny to be valued in the tens of thousands, it usually needs to be at least in mint state, MS, condition. Even then, only the best preserved examples with a grade close to MS 67 or higher are going to fetch top dollar. Rarity and high grade. While billions of these pennies were made, finding one that's been preserved in pristine condition for over 60 years is extremely rare. Most pennies from the 60s were circulated heavily, so they're typically in worn condition. That's why collectors are willing to pay high prices for top-grade 1962 pennies. Errors and variations. And then there's the factor of error coins. In the 1960s, the U.S. Mint wasn't as automated as it is today, so minting errors were relatively common. Things like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks can add significant value to a coin. Even though Philadelphia pennies lack a mint mark, they could still have other types of errors, making them unique collector's items. Or, now you might be asking, what's the most someone has ever paid for a 1962 no mint mark penny? The answer might surprise you. In recent years, a 1962 Lincoln penny sold at auction for over $82,000. This was due to its exceptional grade, rarity, and possibly some minor unique features. Auction prices can vary, but this was an MS 67 or higher grade penny that caught collectors' attention. Alright, so you've checked your pennies, and you've found a 1962 no mint mark. How do you figure out what it's worth? Condition check. First, examine the condition. If it looks worn and you can see obvious signs of circulation, it's likely worth a few cents to $1 at best. But if you have one that looks almost brand new or has sharp details with minimal wear, you might have something worth grading. Check for errors. Look closely for any errors. Use a magnifying glass to see if there's doubling, especially around the date, or any other unique marks. Errors can make a big difference in value. Professional grading. If you think you have a high grade or error coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can confirm the coin's value and make it more attractive to collectors. Now let's talk about the current market. Right now, a high-grade 1962 penny, meaning MS 67 or above, could fetch between $5,000 and $82,000, depending on the grade and demand. Even MS-65 or MS-66 coins could sell for a few $100s. And era coins can add even more to the value, depending on the specific mistake and its rarity. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for collectors or anyone looking to strike gold in their coin jar. Look for high grades. Focus on coins that are in exceptional condition. Even a penny from the 60s can be worth a lot if it's in top shape. Hunt for errors. Check for unusual features or doubling. Sometimes these small details are worth big bucks. Handle with care. If you think you found a valuable coin, handle it carefully. The oils on our hands can affect a coin's surface and potentially lower its grade. So there you have it. The 1962 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might be hiding in your change jar, waiting to be discovered and potentially worth thousands. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found any valuable pennies or if you're inspired to start checking your coins. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more coin and collectibles videos, and we'll see you next time. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1967 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. You might think it's just a common penny, but believe it or not, this unassuming little coin has recently been sold for as much as $76,292. What makes this coin so valuable? How can you identify one, and what's the history behind this unmarked penny? Let's find out. First, let's get a bit of background on the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, or penny, was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of liberty or symbolic imagery. Now, let's fast forward to the 1960s, specifically 1967. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was trying to keep up with coin demand. The nation was in the middle of a coin shortage that began in the early 1960s, which impacted the production and marking of coins. The Mint had stopped using mint marks for coins between 1965 and 1967 to discourage people from hoarding certain coins with particular mint marks. So, any Lincoln pennies from 1967 will be missing a mint mark. This is intentional, but it also makes these coins unique, so, you might be wondering why. If all 1967 pennies lack a mint mark, this one could be worth a small fortune. Great question. There are a few factors that make specific 1967 pennies valuable: condition and grading. Like most collectible coins, the value of a 1967 penny is often based on its condition. Coins that are in top condition, graded as mint state, MS, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command a much higher price. Grading is key here, as coins graded MS-66 or MS-67 and higher are extremely rare and can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Unique minting errors. Some 1967 pennies can have unique errors, such as double die errors, die cracks, or other production quirks that make them stand out. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and these errors can significantly increase the value of a 1967 penny. Historical significance. With no mint marks on coins from 1967, this penny holds a unique place in U.S. coinage history. This alone makes it a point of interest for collectors looking for coins from every U.S. mint era. Now, let's talk about the big sale everyone's talking about. A 1967 Lincoln cent with no mint mark recently sold for an astonishing $76,292. This particular coin was graded as MS-67 by PCGS, meaning it's in nearly perfect condition. Fewer than a handful of 1967 pennies have ever been graded at this level, making this coin extremely rare and desirable among collectors. In most cases, 1967 Lincoln cents in circulated condition are worth just a few cents, perhaps $1 or $2 if they're in very good shape. But if you have an MS-66 or higher, the value can skyrocket. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1967 penny? Here are some tips. Check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. Look for coins with minimal wear and pristine details on Lincoln's face and coat. Look for errors. Any die errors, double-dyed details, or unusual minting characteristics can add a premium to your coin. Get it graded. If you think you have a coin in excellent condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grading can make a huge difference in value. Now, let's talk about market values. Most 1967 pennies you'll find are going to be worth just a few cents, especially if they're well worn or circulated. However, if you've got a coin in excellent condition, think MS-66 or above, it could be worth between $1,000 and $10,000. But once you get into MS-67 territory, as we've seen, the value can skyrocket to over $76,000. It's rare, but it's not impossible to find such coins in old collections, estate sales, or even pocket change. If you're lucky. So there you have it. The 1967 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but under the right conditions, it can be worth a lot of money. This year's no-mint mark penny represents a unique piece of history, shaped by the coin shortage of the 1960s. With the right grading and the right buyer, it can be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a serious collector or just enjoy hunting for treasures in your change, keep an eye out for those 1967 Lincoln pennies. You never know when you might strike gold with one of these rare gems. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin collecting tips, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated on the world of valuable coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, your channel's name. Today, we're diving into a topic that has coin collectors and enthusiasts buzzing, an unassuming penny that's worth thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. In this video, we'll explore why it's so valuable, the history behind this fascinating coin, what makes it unique, and how you could potentially find one too. So grab a snack and let's jump into the world of pennies worth thousands. First, let's take a look at the history behind the 1973 Lincoln penny. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, the same designer who created the original Lincoln wheat penny back in 1909. By 1973, the Lincoln Memorial Cent was in full circulation, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. The penny we're talking about today was minted in large quantities, but something unusual about this specific year makes certain versions of the 1973 penny extremely valuable. In 1973, pennies were made in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, whereas Denver coins have a D, and San Francisco coins show an S. So when we're talking about no mint mark pennies, we're referring to those produced in Philadelphia. And yet, not all of these coins were created equal. So, why is this ordinary penny from Philadelphia so valuable? For starters, collectors are willing to pay high prices for coins in excellent condition, and that's where it gets interesting. When a 1973 penny is perfectly preserved, meaning it has high grades like MS-65 or above, it becomes rare. This is because even minor blemishes can significantly lower a coin's value. Collectors look for something called eye appeal, meaning a coin's shine, color, and lack of scratches make it look like it was just minted yesterday. Coins that retain that fresh from the mint look from 1973 are incredibly scarce, especially without any mint mark. This scarcity drives up the coin's value. It's also why finding one in uncirculated condition could mean big money. Visuals of auction scenes, photos of high-graded pennies, auctioneer hammer sounds. Now, let's get to the numbers. How much has one of these pennies sold for? In recent years, a perfectly graded 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent fetched an astonishing $86,209 at auction. That's right, a penny that people typically overlook in change was auctioned for a price that could buy you a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. Why? This particular penny had a perfect grade from the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, one of the leading coin grading companies. The $86,209 price tag reflects not just the rarity, but also the appeal to collectors who want a complete set of high-quality coins. And it's not only the highest graded penny that's valuable. Even moderately graded 1973 pennies can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars, making it a coin worth keeping an eye on. Visual of someone sifting through coins, checking a 1973 penny under a magnifying glass. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these valuable pennies? First, check the date. Look for 1973, and make sure there's no mint mark on the front of the coin, just under the year. If you have a 1973 penny without a D or S, you might be holding a Philadelphia minted Lincoln cent. Next, you'll want to evaluate its condition. Coins in mint state are worth significantly more. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If you think it's in great shape, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Even if it doesn't reach the top grade, it could still bring in some cash. Footage of a coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC, with graders inspecting coins. Let's talk about grading. The condition of the coin is everything in determining its value. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC use a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 65 and above considered highly collectible. A MS 65 penny is nearly flawless and has very few imperfections, while an MS 70 coin is basically perfect. If you're considering getting your penny graded, keep in mind there are fees, but the potential increase in value could be well worth it. If you're not ready to send it in for grading, you can start with an appraisal at a local coin shop or from a reputable online dealer. They can give you an idea of whether it's worth pursuing an official grade. Graphics showing trends in the collectible coin market, graphs indicating rising values. Where's the market heading for this 1973 penny? Right now, the collectible coin market is strong. As more collectors seek to complete their sets with high quality, rare coins, the value of coins like the 1973 no-mint mark penny continues to rise. This trend could mean even higher prices in the future. And if you're thinking about selling, this may be a great time. However, keep in mind that coin values can fluctuate, so if you're a collector, holding on to your coins a little longer could potentially bring even greater returns. B-roll of people looking through jars of change, checking out coins at flea markets and estate sales. Here are a few tips if you're interested in finding rare pennies like this one. First, don't overlook loose change. Coin rolls from banks, flea markets, and estate sales are also great places to hunt. Another tip, try collecting pennies from family members who've had a jar of spare change sitting around for decades. You'd be surprised at what you might find. And remember, knowledge is power. Learning about the years and mint marks that make pennies valuable will help you spot a rare find. Happy hunting! That wraps up today's look at the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew something so small could be worth so much? Whether you're a collector or just curious, I hope this video helped you understand the potential treasure that could be sitting right in your pocket. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content on rare coins and collectibles. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable penny. Maybe you'll be the next one to strike it rich. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins of the 20th century, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. That's right, a penny that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars today. You heard it right, up to $76,299 for just a single penny. So, if you have any old pennies lying around, you might want to check them carefully after watching this video. But what makes this penny so special? Why would a 1975 penny without a mint mark be worth such a fortune? Let's explore the history, the value, and what you need to look out for if you want to cash in on this amazing collectible. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny. It was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, was the first U.S. coin to feature a president on the obverse, or front side. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent went through several changes. By 1959, the reverse design shifted from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, creating what we know as the modern Lincoln Memorial penny. And here's where it gets interesting. For many years, These pennies were minted across multiple locations in the US: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each one with its own identifying mint mark. Typically, Philadelphia coins would have no mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins would have a D or S respectively. However, the year 1975 is unique because there were absolutely no pennies minted with a P mint mark in Philadelphia. At this time, Philadelphia didn't use a mint mark on its coins. So, technically, every Philadelphia coin from 1975 is a no mint mark penny. But the rarity comes in with other features. Not all of these pennies are worth a fortune. So, what's the key to finding one that's valuable? Alright, let's get to the money. Most 1975 no mint mark pennies aren't going to be worth more than face value. But if your penny has the right qualities, high-grade condition and exceptional detail, it could fetch big bucks at auction. In recent years, the market value for these top-grade 1975 pennies has surged. But to understand why, let's break it down. Condition. A coin's condition is one of the biggest factors in determining its value. The most valuable coins are often in mint state, which means they look almost brand new, with very few scratches or signs of wear. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by the Sheldon Coin Grading Scale, and coins graded between MS65 and MS67 are generally the most valuable. The closer a coin gets to MS70, the higher its value, rarity, and demand. Even though there were millions of pennies minted in Philadelphia in 1975, high-grade examples in pristine condition are incredibly rare today. Why? Because most of these pennies were circulated and didn't survive in mint state quality. Auction prices. Recently, a high-grade 1975 no mint mark penny graded MS67 Plus sold for a record-breaking $76,299 at auction. This is one of the highest prices ever recorded for a modern-era penny. So if you're wondering, how do I know if I have a valuable 1975 penny? Let's go over what to look for. Step 1. Look for the mint mark. A 1975 penny from Philadelphia will not have any mint mark below the date. If you see a D or an S, then it's not the rare Philadelphia version we're talking about. Step 2. Check the condition. Condition is everything. If your penny has a lot of wear, scratches, or corrosion, it's likely worth only face value. However, if it looks nearly flawless, you may be in luck. A professional coin grader can help determine if your penny is in a high enough grade to warrant an appraisal. Step 3. Look for sharp details. The most valuable 1975 no mint mark pennies have sharp details in Lincoln's hair, the lines on the Lincoln Memorial, and the text on the coin. Faded or worn details could mean it's not in mint state. Step 4. Get it professionally graded. If you think your penny has potential, it's worth getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll provide a certified grade, which helps validate the coin's condition and authenticity. And remember, the higher the grade, the more likely it is to fetch a significant price at auction. So, what is the current market value of these pennies? While not every 1975 no mint mark penny will be worth $76,299, there's still a high demand for top condition pennies from this era, especially among collectors of Lincoln cents. Coins in high grades like MS65, MS66, or above can still bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, collectors today are willing to pay big money for coins in top conditions because they're so scarce, and demand for high-quality collectibles has increased significantly. If you have one of these coins and it's in excellent condition, it's absolutely worth checking out auction sites, coin shows, or certified dealers to get an idea of its worth. Alright, so there you have it, the fascinating story behind the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln cent, its incredible history, and why it could be worth a small fortune. Remember, coins like these are rare, and finding one in top condition is even rarer. So, if you're a collector, or even if you're just curious, make sure you check those pennies carefully. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our future videos on rare coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. What if I told you that a simple penny, yes, just 1 cent from your pocket change, could be worth thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 1980 Lincoln penny, a coin that is now fetching astonishing values at auction. Stick around as we break down why these coins have become so valuable, and how one recently sold for a jaw-dropping $64,862. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation for over a century, first minted in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it's been the longest-running coin design in the United States. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has gone through several design changes and metal composition adjustments. But one of the most collectible versions remains the copper alloy pennies from the late 70s and early 80s. In 1980, the U.S. Mint in Denver struck a large quantity of these pennies, over 5 billion, to be precise. So, it might seem surprising that a coin produced in such high numbers could ever be rare. But this story is a little different. The D-Mint mark on this coin tells us it was produced at the Denver Mint. Mint marks, small letters on coins indicating the location of production, can often affect a coin's value, especially if errors or unique characteristics are involved. Though 1980 D pennies aren't rare by themselves, there are specific features that set some of these coins apart, making them extraordinarily valuable. So, what makes a 1980 D Lincoln penny worth thousands instead of just 1 cent? Two things: grade and errors. Let's start with the grade. When a coin is uncirculated and preserved in pristine condition, it receives a high grade, usually through a certification process. These high-grade coins can achieve a grade called MS67 or MS68, indicating they are almost perfect. Only a tiny fraction of 1980 D pennies are found in these ultra-high grades, making them very sought after by collectors. For the 1980 D penny, coins in MS67 and MS68 condition are so rare that they can sell for hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. But what's really exciting is the potential for unique minting errors. Some 1980 D pennies have errors such as double dies, where the design appears twice, or off-center strikes. These errors are mistakes made during the minting process, and they make the coin unique, increasing its value significantly among collectors. You might be wondering, what's the story behind that $64,862 price tag? Well, that's the highest recorded auction sale for a 1980 D penny to date. This particular coin was in MS68 condition, a near-flawless state, and its level of preservation, rarity, and historical interest drove intense bidding among collectors. For high-grade, rare coins like this, the price isn't just about the copper or the face value. It's about rarity, condition, and desirability. It's believed that only a handful of 1980 D pennies exist in such a high grade, making them treasures to serious collectors. And when you get 2 or more collectors wanting the same coin, that's when prices can skyrocket. You might be thinking, could I have one of these rare pennies in my collection? The answer is yes, it's possible. Here are a few tips if you want to try and find one. Tip 1. Check your change. Go through your old coin jars or collections. You never know what might be hiding there. Tip 2. Look for pristine condition. Higher grades mean fewer signs of wear. Coins in circulation rarely stay in high grades, so uncirculated ones are often found in old mint sets or saved collections. Tip 3. Inspect for errors. Look closely for any signs of mint errors, like double die markings or off-center strikes. Narrator. If you find a 1980 D penny that seems to be in excellent condition or shows unique characteristics, it might be worth having it professionally graded by an organization like PCGS or NGC. Now, you're probably wondering about the current market value. On average, most circulated 1980 D pennies are worth only a few cents due to their copper content. However, high-grade versions are valued at around $50 to $100, with MS67 coins reaching into the hundreds. And if you're lucky enough to find an MS68 grade or an error coin, those are the ones that could get you thousands. Prices can fluctuate with the market, but the demand for high-grade coins remains strong. So, who knows, your penny could be the next one to break records. There you have it, the story behind the 1980 D Lincoln penny and why it's worth so much. Have you checked your change yet? You might just be holding a tiny fortune. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and stories. Who knows what valuable treasures are waiting for you to find? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting coins in US coin collecting history, the 1982 D Lincoln cent. You heard it right. This 1-cent coin might just be worth more than $50,000. But what makes it so special? How did it come to be? And what should you look for if you're hunting for one? Let's break it all down. Our story starts back in 1982, a pivotal year for the US Mint and the Lincoln cent. Until that year, US cents had been made primarily of copper, with a standard weight of 3.11 grams. But because of rising copper prices and the demand to cut production costs, the US Mint decided to change things up. For the first time since 1909, the Lincoln cent would undergo a major material change. Halfway through 1982, the Mint transitioned from making Lincoln cents out of 95% copper to using copper-plated zinc, reducing the coin's weight from 3.11 grams to 2.5 grams. This shift led to the production of both copper and zinc cents within the same year. And with all these changes happening, several varieties of the 1982 penny emerged, including small date and large date versions, both in copper and zinc. In total, there were 7 unique varieties minted in 1982, making it one of the most complex years for Lincoln cent collectors. But among these varieties, there's one that stands out and has driven collectors to search high and low. And that brings us to the star of the show, the 1982 D small date copper Lincoln cent. In the world of coin collecting, rarity and demand drive value. The 1982 D small date copper cent is a perfect example of this. Only a single known example has been verified, making it a one-of-a-kind coin, and it wasn't even discovered until 2016. This coin is so rare because, in 1982, the Denver Mint was supposed to be producing only zinc small date cents, not copper. Somehow, a copper planchet was struck with the small date design at the Denver Mint, creating a unique coin. The small date variety has distinct differences, especially in the number 2 in 1982, which has a thinner, slightly tilted appearance compared to the large date. So, if you're checking your change or a collection for a valuable penny, make sure you're on the lookout for these details. Now, let's get into what this coin is worth and why it has collectors talking. In recent years, this one-of-a-kind 1982 D small date copper cent has skyrocketed in value. In fact, in an auction held by Heritage Auctions, it sold for an astounding $18,800 in 2017. And just recently, it was valued at $54,811. This incredible price increase reflects just how highly collectors value rarity and unique historical minting errors. As of now, it's one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in existence. If you're a collector or coin enthusiast, you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare coins? Well, here's what to look for. Date and mint mark. Look for the small date design with the D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. Weight. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while the zinc ones weigh only 2.5 grams. Using a digital scale, weigh your coin to confirm. If it's a small date and weighs around 3.11 grams, you might have something special. Authenticity check. This is where it gets tricky. If you think you've found a 1982 D small date copper cent, it's crucial to have it verified by a reputable grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They'll certify the coin and determine its true value. As of today, the current market value for this coin is $54,811, with experts speculating that if another one is found, the price could go even higher due to the intense demand. But remember, coin prices can fluctuate based on market interest and the availability of similar coins. So, if you're looking to collect, keep an eye on auctions and check your coins carefully. And who knows, the next 1982 D small date copper penny might be sitting in someone's collection right now, just waiting to be discovered. And that's the story of the 1982 D Lincoln cent, a coin worth more than 5 million times its face value. This penny is not just valuable, it's a fascinating piece of US mint history. So next time you're going through your change jar or coin collection, take a second look. You never know when you might find treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating coin and collectible videos. Who knows what other hidden gems are out there? Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into an incredible story about a simple penny that could be worth thousands of dollars. Imagine turning a coin worth only a cent into a treasure that collectors are eager to pay tens of thousands for. Intrigued? Well, buckle up, because today we're talking about the 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin with an unusual story and an amazing value. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's become one of the most iconic coins in the U.S. mint's history, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, or front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse for coins minted from 1959 to 2008. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has seen several design changes and modifications, and a few errors or special variations have made certain coins highly sought after by collectors. And that's where the 1990 no-mint mark penny comes in. So, what's up with this 1990 penny without a mint mark? Usually, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but here's where this story gets a little more exciting. This specific coin was supposed to have been minted in San Francisco, designated by an S mint mark. However, some coins from the 1990 proof sets ended up missing the S mint mark entirely. This mistake was incredibly rare and unintentional, and only a small number of these mint-era coins escaped the mint into circulation. Today, they are one of the most sought-after era coins in U.S. numismatic history. So, why does this little penny carry such a huge price tag? Well, it all boils down to rarity, condition, and demand. Rarity. Only a handful of 1990 no-S pennies have been verified, and they were all discovered in the 1990 proof sets, meaning these coins were intended as collectible coins, not for general circulation. Very few people own this era coin, making it highly valuable. Condition. Since they were originally intended for proof sets, most of these coins are in immaculate condition with a high-quality mirror-like finish. Proof coins are struck more precisely than regular coins, which makes them more appealing and valuable. Demand. There's always demand among collectors for unique era coins, and the 1990 no-S penny stands out because of its story, rarity, and near-perfect appearance. This all drives up its market value. Alright, here's the exciting part. What's this coin actually worth today? Well, the current market value for a high-grade 1990 no-S Lincoln penny is around $61,651. Now, keep in mind, this price can vary depending on the condition of the coin and where it's sold, but values in the tens of thousands are common for these rare, high-grade examples. Some auctions have even seen this coin go for as much as $100,000 depending on the exact grade and demand at the time. For a 1-cent piece, that's a massive return on investment. If you think you might have one of these rare pennies, here's how to check. First, look for a 1990 penny from a proof set, which means it will have a mirror-like, reflective quality. Proof coins are struck with special dyes that make them shine. Proof set identification. The 1990 no-S penny was only found in proof sets. If your coin doesn't have that mirror-like surface, it's likely not from a proof set. Inspect for the mint mark. Next, look carefully at the area just under the date. A regular 1990 proof penny should have an S mint mark, indicating it was made in San Francisco. If that S is missing, congratulations! You might be holding a 1990 no-S penny worth thousands. Found a 1990 penny with no mint mark? Here's what to do next. Having your coin authenticated by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC, is essential. These grading companies will verify its authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition, which is crucial for establishing its true market value. The grading process does cost a bit of money, but with a coin potentially worth thousands, it's a worthy investment. And once graded, you'll be able to auction it or keep it safe as an incredible part of your collection. Even if you don't have the 1990 NOS penny, there are other valuable Lincoln penny errors to look for. Some other famous ones include the 1955 double-die obverse and the 1972 double-die obverse. These errors also fetch a nice sum at auction. So, whether you're a collector or just someone who likes to check their change, there's a chance you could stumble upon some hidden treasure. So, there you have it, the story of the 1990 no-mint mark penny, a coin that went from a tiny error to a highly prized collector's item. If you found today's video interesting, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating coin and collectible stories. And hey, if you've ever come across a rare coin, let us know in the comments below. Who knows, maybe you're sitting on a treasure worth thousands. Subscribe and like buttons, encouraging viewers to share the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! See you in the next video! Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike, the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You won't believe its incredible value. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was first issued by the U.S. Mint in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features the portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse originally depicted the Lincoln Memorial. Over the years, the design has seen some changes, but the penny remains a beloved staple of American currency. In 1982, the composition of the penny changed from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating due to rising copper prices. This shift significantly impacted the minting process and the coin's overall value. Now, let's zoom in on the 1998 no-mint mark penny. What sets this coin apart? First, it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on pennies until 1980. So, if you find a 1998 penny without a mint mark, you're holding a piece of history. Unlike other years, the 1998 penny's design has a unique appeal. It carries the same design elements as its predecessors, with the portrait of Lincoln on the front and the memorial on the back. However, it's the rarity of the no-mint mark version that has sparked significant interest among collectors. Why is the 1998 no-mint mark penny so sought after? Its rarity plays a significant role. While millions of pennies are produced every year, only a limited number of 1998 no-mint mark pennies are in circulation today, especially in uncirculated or high-grade condition. This rarity increases its value, making it a prized possession for collectors. Coins in excellent condition, especially those graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions. In recent years, pristine examples have sold for upwards of $34,089, highlighting the coin's potential as a valuable investment. So, what's the current market value of the 1998 no-mint mark penny? As of now, it can be valued at approximately $34,089 for well-graded specimens. However, even coins in average circulated condition can still fetch a respectable price, typically ranging from $1 to $5, depending on their state. When considering selling or buying this coin, it's essential to check its condition and grade. Coins graded MS65 or higher can command the highest prices. Collectors are always on the lookout for well-preserved specimens, so if you have one, it might be worth getting it graded. Identifying a 1998 no-mint mark penny is straightforward. First, look for the absence of a mint mark on the reverse side, just below the date. Then, check the overall condition of the coin. Are there any significant scratches, discolorations, or other defects? The better the condition, the higher its potential value. Using a magnifying glass can help you examine the coin's surface for fine details. Also, consider using a coin grading scale to better understand its quality. In conclusion, The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a simple piece of currency. It's a piece of history with significant monetary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes peeled for this particular penny. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest content on coins and collectibles. Have you ever found a 1998 no-mint mark penny? Share your experiences in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on the 2003 D-Mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to learn that this little coin can be worth a staggering $14,089. So, let's get into the history, value, and everything you need to know about this incredible penny. Make sure to stick around until the end, as we'll also share some tips on how to spot valuable coins in your own collection. The Lincoln penny has a rich history dating back to its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was created to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the penny has undergone several design changes, but one thing has remained constant: its popularity among collectors and historians alike. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln penny with a D-Mint mark at the Denver Mint. This means that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. The 2003 D penny, like its predecessors, features the familiar image of Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was used from 1959 until 2008. However, what sets this specific penny apart is its rarity and the condition of the coins produced that year. Now, let's talk about rarity. While millions of 2003 D pennies were produced, a select few have emerged in exceptional condition, making them highly sought after by collectors. The value of a coin can vary dramatically based on its grade, which is assessed on a scale from 1 to 70. A 2003 D penny that has been graded as MS-67 or higher can fetch incredible prices at auctions. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they have no signs of wear and retain their original luster, are particularly valuable. For example, a 2003 D penny that is in pristine condition has been known to sell for as much as $14,089. This price point highlights how important it is for collectors to pay attention to the condition of their coins. Now let's discuss the current market value of the 2003 D Lincoln penny. As of now, the average selling price for a well-preserved example is around $14,089. However, prices can fluctuate based on demand, the rarity of specific grades, and collector interest. Many collectors are turning to online marketplaces and auction sites to buy and sell coins, which has made it easier to find buyers for rare pieces. If you're looking to sell, it's a good idea to check recent auction results for comparable coins to gauge the market. Remember, rarity and demand are key factors in determining a coin's value. So, how can you spot a valuable coin in your own collection? Here are a few tips. Examine the condition. Look for scratches, dents, and discoloration. Coins in mint condition will have a smooth surface and vibrant color. Look for errors. Some coins may have minting errors, such as double die strikes or off-center strikes, which can significantly increase their value. Check the rarity. Research how many coins of a particular year and mint mark were produced. The fewer there are, the more valuable they may be. Get it graded. If you think you have a valuable coin, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. And there you have it. The 2003 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a piece of change. It's a collector's item that could potentially earn you thousands. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and history. And if you have any questions or want to share your coin collecting stories, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!